Hello friends, I am Jyotirvid Pavan Kumar. Because of the events taking place these days, events of crime, rapes, murders, blackmailing, exploitation, rapes of children, I am deeply hurt. I know anyone who has a human heart is hurt by all these news. Now, we need to understand that the world is passing through a negative period of time. There is increase in crime, exploitation throughout the world. So the world is passing through the negative cycle of time. Time, macro time, is cyclic. Positive periods are there when the positive force is dominating. People turn to good things easily. There is less crime, but then gradually things deteriorate because the macro time is on the negative cycle. That is why this yuga, this age, as per our Hindu wisdom, is called Kali Yuga. Now, the point is, these periods of time are testing periods. The world is passing through negative time, but God wants us to be on the side of the positive force. So it is a testing time for all of us. People turn to negative things easily because of this negative cycle. So they need to understand the purpose of life, and they must educate themselves about the purpose of life on this earth, which is that each one of us is here to learn, to evolve, to rise above the negative traits with which the negative force uses humans to do negative things. But it is duty of each one of us to develop so that we get rid of our negative traits. It's difficult to do so in Kali Yuga because the negative force is dominating. It is very, very strong. But we need to understand that this is a testing time. Because I have electronics background, I know that if some new electronic gadget is produced, then the manufacturer would like to get some certification, ISI, standardization, and for that the product has to pass environmental testing. So the item, the gadget or equipment is tested at low temperatures, at high temperatures, under stressful conditions in order to certify the quality. And the same is happening with us. Nature has created conditions so that we develop under this negative cycle of time. Each person is easily drawn to the negative side. There are so many temptations concerning finance, money. It could be sex. It could be anything which can make us earthbound. We have to come here again and again in order to get rid of that negative trait. So our duty is to get rid of all our negative traits, even while living in this difficult time of negative cycle. This is a testing period and we have to pass. If we don't pass, if we fail, if we bow before the negative force and we start doing wrong things, then we will have to come again and again in difficult situations on this earth. This earth is called the world of sorrows. Well, everything is not negative. There is positive as well. There are good times as well as bad times. But overall, if you look at it, it is a world of sorrows. So if you want to develop and if you want to move on to better places of existence, then you have to qualify for that. And that qualification comes by overcoming our negative traits of character. Greed, lust, harming others, telling lies, stealing. All these traits have to be overcome. And there is not one life. You can come again and again, no problem. But why come to this bad, negative, sorrowful world forcefully? You can come at will to help others. That is another thing. Saints and avatars, they do come to help others, to guide others. But if you generate negative karma, bad karma, through your negative actions, out of greed or lust or anything, then you have to come here forcefully. And my dear friends, when we qualify to enter into the astral worlds, we qualify for incarnations on the astral planes where life is more harmonious, more better, much better than life here. It is wonderful. Life is eternal. There is no end to life. Only this physical body, after a pre-planned span of life, dies. But the entity, your true self, never dies. So it is continuity of life. And the sole purpose of coming here again and again is to evolve, to get rid of our negative traits. So my dear friends, my purpose of making this video is that although we are passing through negative period of time, negative cycle of time, we need to understand that this is testing of our character, testing of our integrity. How determined we are to evolve, to be on the righteous side. So, my dear friends, wherever you are, you could be student, you could be employed somewhere, you could be a businessman or women, wherever you are, try to look into yourself. Sit in contemplation. Meditation is another thing, but to sit in contemplation, introspect yourself. At night, before falling asleep, sit somewhere quietly and introspect. Look at the events throughout the day. In different situations, what was your reaction? How did you react? How did you act? What were the wrong actions? So decide that on the next day, following day, you will not repeat those mistakes. So each day, if you work on your character, you will improve. Breathing exercises help a lot because mind and breath are interconnected, and it is our mind which can be, if it is under our control, it can be very helpful in our evolution. But if we are slave to our mind, then we can easily go to the negative side of life and waste our life. See, human beings are capable of rising to the super conscious state. We can be superhumans, but only if we get rid of our negative traits. So, my dear friends, my aim is to encourage you, to guide you, and to tell you that even if the world is passing through the negative cycle of time, there is so much crime, you decide to be on the positive side. You get rid of your negative traits so that you don't have to suffer again and again in this world of sorrows. So determine, start doing breathing exercise, which will help you a lot, which will discipline your mind, which will allow you to control your mind. So everything will improve. Even your physical life, material life will improve. You will become more successful. So my dear friends, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions on this topic, I am there to guide you. I am there to answer. Thank you for watching.